All right, it says we are live. Let me just make sure and hello, my name is William and this is Found in Japan. Ohayo gozaimasu. And today we are in the countryside in Osaka. As you can see, there's some sakura behind me, but we are surrounded by fields of tumble. And I hope that you are having a great day. Here on Found in Japan, I show you places, things, culture, life, and language that are found in Japan. So let's get walking. I just thought this was really cool, this sakura that's over here. Just sticking up above these houses. A couple months ago, I actually did a walk around here where I walked to this bridge and then I walked backwards, but I actually heard from my wife who did a walk around here. There's some pretty nice fields and houses and some older Japanese buildings. So I thought, you know what, that would be a great thing to show people. So I think it was a couple months ago, I actually walked from Starbucks, which is way up there, down this way, and I just made a loop, but I had no idea it was so beautiful up here. So it looks like somebody's converted some of their tumble or fields, hatake, into solar arrays, which is cool. It does look like, however, they need to get them cleaned because they are quite dirty. But this is actually where I grabbed a picture for that thumbnail, and I just think this is so nice. This is actually, once you get outside of the major cities, this is a majority of what you are going to see when you're in Japan. Carlitos, good morning. Thank you for joining on this completely random and unscheduled YouTube live. So if we look over here, we can actually see there's a farm, or no-gyoka as they're called, getting some stuff lined out. So they've actually turned over the soil in a lot of these rice paddies, and they're gonna have to start getting them ready to do the first treatments of the year so that the rice can grow over the course of the summer. I found out an interesting fact the other day. I was looking up details, farming and stuff in Japan, and the average farmer in Japan, age-wise, is like 67.8. And when you think about it, that's pretty old, and Japan has one of the oldest populations, as where previously people would retire at 65 or 70 maybe. Not that 67 is old, but that the issue with it is they said that a majority of the farming is done, it's something like 70% of the 70% of farming is done by people in that age range, and the number of people farming is drastically going down. So it's leading to a big problem with produce production and land usage and all that kind of stuff. But this area right here, very, very pretty. Carlitos too, thank you for bringing along your doppelganger. So this over here is actually a mikan, or orange growing facility. They have a lot of cool stuff. Actually, down in the bottom they have a playground, and school kids come here and they pick oranges and learn about the way that produce is produced and farmed. I'm still working on a bunch of videos. Hopefully I'm gonna get one done tomorrow and have it uploaded by Friday, Japan time. So make sure if you're new to the channel and you have not subscribed, that you come back and check that out, and I hope that you will enjoy it. So I've never walked around here. I know roughly where we are. My wife, as I said, primarily recommended this walk as she came out this way, so I may get lost, and in that case, gomen nasai. Oh, burning off their brush and hatake smells fantastic. I'm really curious just what's up some of these roads. And given enough time, I really would like to go to Starbucks or something on my way home. I actually have Auli with me today. So, Taha, hello. Ooh. So, we have bees afoot. Good morning, Taha. Hope you have a great day. These are strawberries, and they've got quite a good amount of strawberries and onions. And over there are peas. So I just spent a couple hours the other day helping out my wife's family to get some farming stuff done, and got sunburned, but it was super fun. So I believe this is actually community gardening. So some people can't afford or don't have space for their own garden, so they rent or use some open land. So that would be what all this up here is these are actually probably non-related, non-owners of land that are renting them out, that use these hot houses or stuff like that. I don't want to get too far down in the valley because I do know where I want to walk this way. So this is one of the countryside dumps, it looks like. This is not good, and I hope nobody does this, and it's been there for a while. Wild strawberries. Currently the weather in Osaka is the conditions are mostly cloudy and the temperature is 66 degrees Fahrenheit or 19 degrees Celsius. The wind is blowing from the south at 4 miles per hour. The current humidity is 46%. It is very nice. I have a jacket today, or I had a jacket. I'm just wearing a long sleeve shirt. It's quite nice. I probably could be in a t-shirt, but it is actually scheduled to today. So, oh, that smoke. We got more strawberries. We should have very great, excellent, amazing, super cell service today, as there are several cellular towers right here. Very exciting time. I actually saw in the news that Japan is going to be removing all of their COVID restrictions shortly, and the recommendations for masking and other things have already been lightened. So that's a big deal. So this is actually a primary school, and this is their back entrance. You actually find in the morning time lots of schools have multiple entrances on either end for access. You know, they've got multiple varieties of peas. You can tell the different ones because of the way they strand and their flowers. So these have like a thick stalk and are purple flowers, and on the back is they're thinner with white flowers. So Tobin, hello, good morning, and welcome to today's live stream. So my wife said something that's interesting is around here there's a very interesting mix of old houses and newer houses. So like here is a very nice new house. This is actually a rice tractor, but I just love the flowers. Back in the clay, hello, and good morning. Look at these beautiful purples. So again, these are peas. So they've actually used excess rice in order to help grow and protect the vine. Oh. Big old multi-car garage. This house on a hill in Osaka. And that song don't work here. How is everybody in the chat today? Oh, here I always like to point it out. Bathtub. Bathtubs that have been reclaimed as water troughs. This is the gentleman who was burning something earlier, or is burning excess vegetables and whatnot. And it's really cool to see that if you look off into the distance, there's you can actually see some people still, the cherry blossoms in Osaka are still blooming. It's so late and they're lasting so long. So I'm happy to be able to share today with you. Doing well, but we were in yesterday. Not so much as, oh, that's not good to hear. So this road right here is really straight, and one of my best memories as came to Japan is I made some Japanese friends, and we came up here in the summertime, and we had our own fireworks show, and it was great. Maybe not the most legal, but it was really nice just to sit up here. Oh, still Tuesday here. Oh, true. So this is like what my wife was saying, that you'll have kominka, or Japanese traditional farmhouses, that are just out here in the middle. So you think, oh, you're in Osaka, but actually we're, there's 15, 20-story tall high-rises that way, and then there's tumble here. This is the backside of that big house with a multi-car garage. Man, it is a nice day for a walk. I've been looking at the health charts on my phone and how many steps I take, and it's pretty nuts to see days that I do live streams are significantly higher. So this is that house that we saw the backside, but they don't have a nameplate, which is kind of weird. Which way is north? So north should be that way. East is over here. The sun is currently traveling this way. I happen to know that the sun sets that way, so north. This is a primary school. We can tell that by the fact that on the sign over here it says Shogako. So it says Shogako. Like I said, their sakura are still blooming. There's actually a really cool place that I wanted to go that is over there. It's actually a graveyard, but at that graveyard they have hundreds of sakura, and I thought it might be an interesting thing, but I'm not really sure if it's cool to be shooting a video at a graveyard. So no gakuen, that's how you say school kids, right? Gakusei, so sei means student or like pupil. So you say gakuen literally means like school ground. So oftentimes schools are gakko, which means study building. Private schools, yochiens, private daycares are more likely to use gakuen because they're like a communal ground. Wow, really nice. Like reform, new little neighborhood up on the top of this hill. Yeah, so it's actually the same kanji for park or koen. So up here is where my wife said, we just had that little section of brand new houses, and then up here we've got older farmhouses and cherry blossoms, and let's take a look. Come and stay away. As we are now getting close to the 20-minute mark, I want to say thank you to everyone who has stopped in. Recently, the video that I did the other day had some great views because people liked it and shared and had a great response. So, arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I think we're actually over 1,000 watch hours, which for me is big. So we're shooting to get to 4. So, hontoni arigatou. Thank you very much. We got some beautiful tulips and onions. Are there any electric cars in Japan? Yes, so the thing is, Japan is still a little slow on its charging stations. So it looks like someone has set up their own golf terrace here. But yeah, this is a kominka, Japanese farmhouse. a lot of cars are hybrid and very efficient. Even my minivan is hybrid. I see Teslas from time to time, but I don't see charging stations too much. At service areas, I have seen lots of charging stations. Big new malls also have charging stations. Just lots of beans being grown right now. But like you can see here, this house has a solar array made by Panasonic. I've seen several other ones. Oh my goodness, it smells fantastic. Somebody's barbecuing. Looks like the onions are going good. This is a farmhouse that has been extended and then continued on and made anew. This is something else that I like about living out here is you have these little streams. You know, this is actually an overflow. This would be an overflow point for another stream, but we're in Osaka, and we're not too far from two major stations on this line, but you know, it's quiet and you can just go for a walk and hear the water. See what the other side looks like. Thank you, Nightbot. If you're enjoying this stream and you want to see more content on things found in Japan, consider subscribing or hitting the like button. Ine, as they say in Japanese. Everything helps out, and I really appreciate it. So I believe this is a bread shop. And I believe I went here 7 or 8 years ago, maybe. Yeah. So this is actually a bread shop. I'll let this lady not be in the shot. But this is Chisana Pan Kouten. So this is a literally small bread shop. So everything is handmade, baked here. From what I recall, it's not terribly overpriced. I already ate the breakfast and I gotta conserve my monies. So we won't be going inside today. Small bread or small shop. Literally small bread shop. They have normal sized bread. For anybody who's watching this on a replay and doesn't know, Japanese people don't say bread, they say pan. Pan being the way that I believe bread is said in Spanish and Portuguese. As Portuguese explorers and Spanish people came, they actually took the word from that instead of the English word of bread. more ofuro. Very nice BMW sports car. All right, so let me make sure. Ooh. Where are we? We're going to walk right and then take a left. My Brazilian friends were amazed to hear how many Japanese words are from Portuguese. Yeah, it's one of the things that's really interesting here in Sakai City, where I am located in Osaka. This is actually where the Portuguese set up base when they came. So that's a lot. Anything interesting? I'll keep walking. This place says Hana Hana. Flower shop. I'm from Argentina. Hello, Emmanuel Cato, and hello to Argentina. Yeah. Ooh, sorry. I'm trying not to get hit by. I don't think people walk here much. This is just another cool Japanese farmhouse. But on this other side of the road, you have a modern paint job house door. I have a very good friend, Emmanuel, who's half British, half Argentinian, and really cool dude. He actually works at the British consulate here in Japan now. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go up to this corner and hang a left, and then we're going to see what else we can find. So if you see this on top of someone's house, that is their kamon. Usually it means house crest or house seal, and Japan uses a series of markings to dictate families and family lineage. So you know, you might think, oh, this person from that family or that family, so that mark actually delineates where they're from, like how they should be connected. Now, I've heard that the system was kind of bastardized after the war and people just started assuming stuff when there were no records, so you never can be too sure. Do we have something interesting? No. Used cars. Oh, could you imagine this is your driveway? You gotta, I guess, back in and back down. A bit crazy. In this area, I've noticed recently that a lot of petrol stations, gas stations, have actually gone under. So they're just sitting like this. All right, we are going the right way. So as we walk farther from the tumble, we're actually going to be getting more into houses. So that looks like it leads up to somebody's house. What is that? All right, hold on a second. I'm gonna get out the old Google. Where are we? Well, apparently it's somebody's house. So we won't go up there. So like I said earlier, there was a building that had a the top, and this one has one as well. Each of these houses will probably have a different one. So this one has some wheat. The house up there has a different one as well. There's a car coming. We got some cherry blossoms. So, Okuno-san. That's the front entrance to this house we saw. Just some lovely flowers, irises, tulips, whatever this pink stuff is called. All right, so this is that same thing, but this is actually a different house. It says this is the Nakano-san. So, looks like the same building, and they are actually connected, but they are different. So maybe one family previously, and they've divided, or a child and got married, a name change. This is something that always freaks me out, is the trees growing up through the power lines. Not something you see very normally where I'm from. So this is Sakai City's manhole cover. We have Suzu, some swallows. We're gonna get on this main road to get back on track. Daniel and Yuka. Daniel, this is a slide for you. I don't know if you'll catch this on the replay or if you'll see it later, but slides afoot. This is the board for the election that will happen this Sunday, the 9th, Easter Sunday. This is for the Sakai City Council. I think, yes, so this is for so each one of these is one of the people running and the party that they're affiliated with. This is like a woman's group. This is connected to the Japanese Communist Party. This is the Liberal Democrat, all the different groups. So this is the Ishinokai, so this is the One Osaka Party. Jiminto. So this is it. There's no commercials. There's no advertising. They can actually speak out in public, and they're allowed to speak on TV, but they're all given the same amount of time to speak. So it's really interesting that they have information on here, like this is where he's from, and that's it. He's from the Komeito Party. This guy says, oh, he's 36 years old. How many times they've served, or what they're really interested in, who they're represented by. So this is for the Osaka Prefecture. So from this group, 8 people will be selected. This is for Osaka Prefecture's government, so only 1 person. And it looks like there's only 2 people running. And this is a continuation. The side of this board is missing, but I just love this. This is the Women's Party. Like, you look at all these are like big time politicians. This is actually the governor of Osaka right now. So, you know, they're all really serious, and they got these big posters, and they got this sticker. So the guy with his fist up, he means business. Yeah, I've actually met him a couple times. Hey, stream. I've met him talking out in front of the station, having a speech. Normally, they just ignore me, so it's kind of cool that he at least acknowledges that I exist. I'm trying to see if the coffee I like is in this machine. I really like this coffee, but the sweetened version. So we're on, he means business. Facility. This is a danjiri. Inside there should be a mobile shrine. The gaijin vote. Yeah, there's been talk in the past of allowing foreign permanent residents the right and ability to vote. It's just never passed. So I still can't vote here. I vote in American elections. This is a house that is most likely abandoned. I recently have found other people making content that is for Akiya, which means literally open house, but are doing their own presentations of how to reform a Japanese house and all that kind of stuff. Do I take part in festivals and parades? I've gone to a lot of festivals previously, but due to COVID, and actually when I first started doing YouTube, my wife works in a city office. Was technically a city official by my contract standard. They asked us not to attend events because if we were acknowledging or causing the spread of corona, it would be a big issue. And then a lot of stuff got canceled. So I really hope that we can get into going to more events, more things happening. One of my big things is that unlike a lot of other YouTubers is that I actually have several children, a full-time job, and lots of family commitments. So I will try to go where I can, but it costs quite a bit to go to events, and I don't know how often I can go. So here is the Izumi Christokyo Naomi. So this is actually a church. They have children's service or Sunday school from 9:30. They have a prayer service from 10:30. There's Bible study from 1. There's a kids group service from 1:40, and then they have a different Bible study from 5. So that's what this right here means, is Bible study. This is a women's group, high schoolers, Saturday study group, and another Bible study. So I did not know this was here. Interesting. This is the parking lot for their church. Gotta go, William. Thank you for all the discussions. I love it. No problem. And thank you very much for dropping in today, Tobin. I really appreciate it. Whenever you're welcome or whatever. So have a nice day, and I hope you have a great one. Oosh. So interesting to find people that are up here just living on these hills, because I've lived so close to the station in all my houses that I've lived in Japan that I kind of forget sometimes that people choose to live a bit off. Ravisha, hello. Thank you for joining up. We are currently climbing a hill. Whew. Oh man, this dirt has been tilled recently and smells fantastic. Oh. How are you doing today, Ravisha? Who wants to drive down that path? We got I don't know why there's a statue of the Statue of Liberty. This is like what I was telling nomadic gaijin we should do, is rent out storage units and convert them to studios. Cool weather, I'm doing well. The Statue of Liberty, yeah. So ooh, the smell of oil. So looks like they've got an import car place down here, as well as doing metal recycling. So metal collection and recycling, what's happening over here on the left, and they have import car and golf. That is such an interesting combo. Sorry about that. So this is what I was talking about, the election. She's actually just waving to trees, going through the motions. Oh, we're going to just a nice walk. Sakura. So this is a board showing how much they're willing to pay per kilogram of different metals. Stainless steel, copper, iron, aluminum, mixed metals. I don't know what mota, like car motors, I guess. Wire. Huh. Never seen a metal collection place. So we made it up to a more modern section now that we are out of the valley, and we will walk our way down to the main street. Hardware, notice it, yeah. Had a bit of a hiccup. I got a new bus pass, so I'm excited to try that out today on my way home. So it looks like several people have satellite rather than digital. So when I came to Japan is when Japan converted to having a digital signal for radio and television. So prior to that, a lot of people had to have satellites to get any real service. So you know, comparative to what we were just at, a very modern reformed house and old house. I know Daniel and Yuka were talking about how in a recent video they were looking at houses, and Tokyo is very expensive. I have to go now. Have a nice day. Bye, Ravisha. Risha, thank you for stopping by. Arigatou gozaimasu. Penelope, hello, hello, and welcome to the stream. Hope you are doing well today. We just climbed this little mountain hill thing, and just enjoying stuff. I'm actually getting tons of messages and stuff from different people right now. So sorry if I don't answer right away. I'm trying to read. Here's a beautiful Japanese maple. Look at how pink and that is. That's just beautiful. So where we started the day, we're actually in a different area now. How are you doing today, Penelope? Are you doing well? Thank you for joining up, by the way. Like that right there, I just got a phone call from somebody who knows not to call me right now. Oh, so pretty. Yeah, it's just a nice day to be out. Lots of flowers. Here's somebody's house. Look at these dogwoods. So this is a Japanese dogwood, yellow and purple, and they are all just about to unfurl. Dogwood is actually the state flower where I'm from in North Carolina. So I always like to see a good dogwood. But here's some gate, private entrance. If you like flowers, if you like colors, if you like sakura, then Japan is definitely the place to come. These sakura are almost done as the leafing has started. I'm good. How are you? Oh, a dogwood, very popular here in East Tennessee. Yes. I'm doing very well, thank you. And I'm really enjoying just being out and looking for flowers. And here's a triple bloom sakura. And more flowers. Penelope, where are you from in Tennessee? I'm from originally from Hendersonville. Grew up doing a lot of stuff in Asheville in Western North Carolina, but spent a lot of time over in Cherokee County and on the border of Georgia and Tennessee. I've got family that live out there and then up in Burnsville, and a lot of time in that area. So where we're at in Osaka, the weather is almost identical to what you might find in North Carolina. So Western North Carolina. So it's temperature-wise, humidity-wise, perfect for me. Absolutely love it. A lot of my friends, however, it's either too hot or too cold or something's going on, so. Ooh, more purples and pinks. Fire on the mountain. This is a hair salon. I love these houses that actually have a observation deck on the top. I would love to have a house that has something like that. Stargazing, star watching is something I really enjoy. So being able to do that would be awesome. This house has some biwa, small. They are very tasty. And on this side, they have butang, bantang, large grapefruit-like citrus. I'm just north of Knoxville. My hubby is from Elizabeth Johnson City, Tennessee. I'm very familiar with the neck of the woods. Yeah, cool. My parents really love Gatlinburg. Very ornate house. The gold. So we have made it back to civilization. This is a main road that crosses between two stations. So just like that. It is very, very, very warm. Before I cross the street up here, could you imagine you're at your house and you just have a big old cherry tree, sakura, in the background? But that must be nice. Ooh. Up here we have a gas stand, so petrol station, gasoline place. As you can see, it is 163 yen per liter, 174 for high octane, and 135 for diesel. And with a conversion, that makes it about $1.05, $1.10 USD per liter, and then 3.8 liters per gallon. So we'll just round that to 4, which makes it about $5 a gallon right now. So we've got some little at night food stands. Torikara stick, so chicken sticks. Ebi yakitori, ooh, shrimp, taco. Oh wow, it's a parfait shop. Looks like actually crepe parfaits. Did not see this earlier. So this is just a little hole in the wall. You'd never know it if you weren't a local. Let's see the price. It's a creme brulee ice cream cup. $6.50, $4.50. Caramel Huh. If I was in mood for ice cream, that would, that's what I would be doing. Ouya. Sukiya, gyudon. And back to the Starbucks, which never has the special drink. I've tried many a times. This is the closest Starbucks to my house by driving. I've tried many times to come and get the special drinks, but they never seem to have them. It's a Starbucks Cola Frappuccino. Let me see what. Let's see. Hi, William. Sorry, perfect weather in Japan. Still got snow from where I am from. Hopefully it's warm while the gas prices. Good thing I ride a bus, I ride in a taxi. Thanks for the live stream. Yeah, thank you, Cyber, for showing up. No problem. The gas prices are crazy, but luckily Japanese cars are very efficient. Here is a really nice, very oshare buffet style restaurant. Usually it's aimed at women or younger ladies, people out for lunch. Very nice. It looks like they're doing some great business today. It is a little expensive, but it is very nice. So let me see if I have any money. So enjoy these butterfly bushes and ski out for a second. Yeah. Oh, Tokyo Paul is doing a collaboration video right now. That's cool. Showing a bunch of different stuff that he's done. All right, I'm going to grab Aoli and get in here. I really want to try this coffee frappuccino. So Starbucks Cola Frappuccino. Sorry guys, I can't really talk right now. For one, it's just loud, and for one, two, I'm in Starbucks.お持ち帰りコーラフラパチーノお願いします。はい。はい、1000円からお願いします。They got lots of things. There's actually a Snoopy collaboration right now. Hi. Never seen this before, but it's barista sitting for breaks. Thank you, Audi. So yeah, this is 678. Candied cherry. Yes. Hi. Hi. Gozaimasu. Gozaimasu. All right, so I've never been to a Starbucks before, so I think the first one that I will try will be, sorry, dude. Let me get you on the stand. My wife drives by. I'm sure she's going to be upset. She does. I'm definitely sticking out like crazy, but oh, there we go. Ooh, hello. Starbucks is cool, especially in Japan because they have so many things that are seasonal. So last year they had like a new prefecture every day. Every week they're doing different drinks for prefectures. It's really cool. So this is the Cola Frappuccino, which to me looks like a, what would I say, like a Coca-Cola float. So paper straw. There is a candied cherry in there. And that is a cola slushy float. What is the, so, cherry has a seed. Strangely enough, I went to the dentist last week in Japan to get my checkup. Every 3 or 4 months you go. They were doing my teeth cleaning and they found I have a cavity, and it's the first time in a long time that I've had a cavity. What's great about Japan is it cost me $30 to do a deep clean, bacterial check, everything, get it done. And then when I left, they said, oh, you have a cavity, can you come back? Well, they're open till 7 at night, so I was able to go get my family sorted and then go to the dentist. And I actually had a cavity here filled, no anesthesia, it was not a deep cavity, and they were able to just core it out, fill it, and done. And I think it's my first one in a while, but I'm really happy that it could get taken care of and I have no major problems. So that's really exciting. I don't go back for 4 months. To get the cavity filled, it costs 1,300 yen. So it cost me less than $10 to get my cavity filled. So sort of like an icy. Yes, exactly. It's kind of like a slushy icy that you might get from a like a 7-Eleven or Quick Stop in the US, but it has whipped cream. I don't know what, like a sugar sauce. I like it. I love ices. I love slushies. Wow. Wow, that is amazing that you got it taken care of so well. Yeah, so it's one of the things that I really wish happened in America is in Japan, we have socialized healthcare. So everybody who collects a salary pays for insurance. Oh, brain freeze. Ah. I have become weak. Everybody pays a percentage out of their salary, regardless of how much they make. So the healthcare is the same for everybody. Now you can have more insurances that cover other things, more specific things. So, but everybody has those base. And usually what happens is Your work covers half and you pay the other half. And then the insurance covers up to 70% of that. Wow, it is really bright out here. Sorry you can't see my face. Japanese government insurance covers 70% of the cost of your medical fees. So you're only left with 30%. So I paid $30-ish for my checkup, which actually was $90. And I'm paying for it every month. But I don't see that as paying for it every month because like my children, for example, they can go to the dentist or the doctor and it costs 500 yen. So it costs $4 for a child to go to the doctor and get a prescription. And I'm all for any child being able to see the doctor whenever they need to, or someone who's in financial difficulties being able to see the doctor. So the cavity getting filled was 1,300 yen, so that actually works out to being about $9 to get a cavity filled. It took 22 minutes. It was great. Done. So I think it's great. I've had lots of surgeries. They also have a cool thing where throughout the course of a year in your family, if you spend more than $1,000 on medical stuff, even after the insurance, then you get a tax credit because you spent so much on medicine. So I'm really happy that it's done this way. So I don't know how to get down there. So I wish that was like that here and everywhere. Yeah, I've actually talked to several of my friends who are in the medical field in the US, and they said it's not financially doable. And I definitely agree that probably the care in like America, the doctors, the machines are more expensive. Also the insurance. But one of the great things in Japan is that to become a doctor is very hard to get into school, but financially it's paid back. And since everybody has insurance, pretty much, then everybody can pay to go to the doctor. So you're not like hunting for clients. There are dentists everywhere. There are doctors and clinics everywhere because people can go to the doctor. At school, every child is required to have a physical. Even for work, I have to have a major physical. They inform my work if I'm okay or not, if there's some concerns. They don't list any medical conditions, but just know, oh, he's fine to keep working, and then they give me a full readout. So it's just really nice, really, really nice. So we are at Starbucks right now. I'm going to try and see. I usually try to cut. Someone messaged me and it turned itself off. Let's get to wherever we are right now. And I usually turn off the stream about an hour, but we got so many people with us today and I got good battery and good health. I'm actually thinking of taking the Starbucks and continuing my walk over that way. So I hope you can join me. So on my chat phone here, I need to look at how, yeah, I can't go down. There's a bridge. All right. All right, so we're gonna have to walk back this way a little bit and then get going. So, yeah, gonna. And if you have any questions about life in Japan or anything I bring up or talk about, please don't hesitate to ask. I really do appreciate any type of conversation. This Coca-Cola slushie, while expensive, is very delicious. We got a donut shop. Today they are closed. And a salon. Ooh, since I stopped walking, I have cooled off a lot. There are apartments that are this style, townhouse style. I lived in a building like this in Japan, so the upstairs, downstairs, the sideways, this is quite nice. Thank you, William. Nice hanging out and seeing your part of it. Well, thank you very much for joining. I really do appreciate anybody who can come by and join and talk. And like I said, I have video ideas and I have some stuff pre-recorded and stuff in the editing bay. It's just down to the time to do it and get it out there. So when those videos do drop, please take a look. This is like a factory up here. Some bird music going on. I bet the mosquitoes here are a nightmare in the summertime. Isn't that just beautiful? It's a house on a hill. You got some cherry blossoms. Let me. Ooh. Do I keep walking? Yeah. So again, I'm sorry, I have no idea where we're going or what we're doing. Just enjoying the trip. In this Coca-Cola slushie. Sorry, it's not Coca-Cola, it's just a cola frappuccino. Can I find my way? Gotta keep walking. Traditionally in Japan, they used to burn or torch the exterior of a building before they applied it as a type of waterproofing. As you can tell, this wood structure is still here. That guy needs to read the sign up here which said speed otose, which means slow down. I'm actually walking now around a semi-blind two-way corner. Yeah, very narrow to the roadway here. These are all farmhouses. Japanese old house. Survived earthquakes and typhoons, windstorms. Who knows how old? Like this house over here might be 20, 30, 40, 100. Shrine lantern? So this is be careful for children. Soon will be May 5th. May 5th is known as the Children's Festival or Boys' Day, which these koi are there for. Koi nobori are flown. If you don't know, I have a video out about koi nobori on the channel, and you can check it out. It's called What is Boys' Day or something like that. All right. So, we take a right. 4 or 5 years ago, there was a really bad typhoon that came directly at Osaka, and lots of houses had their roofs torn up. And while that is very unfortunate, one of the worst parts is that this tile type roofing is not very common anymore, and the craftsmen that tend to work on it are also going down in numbers. So lots of people had to wait like close to a year or more to actually have their roof repaired. So bit crazy. Excuse me. I like the look of this modernization, this house. Sliding. I don't understand the point of having houses that have to have shutters on them just to have the shutters shut all the time. So, when we were walking up a little while ago, we actually came from this direction. So we're gonna go up. It was a very long time to wait, and seeing so many people's houses with like tarps and stuff for so long was really hard. We started way up there and have walked our way down and then up and then back down. So hopefully if a car comes, I can step off a bit. This is a wood shop. It looks like they're refurbishing some windows and shoji. Here's a Sylvia, a S240. As you can tell, they're not planning to have a lot of pedestrians here because there is not a lot of sidewalk. I've gotten just to the cream bit. I'm gonna tell you this, cream alone is not so great. Somebody has a jet ski. Oh, the weather's gone up. We're almost to 20 degrees Celsius, or about 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh. This is countryside life. I once knew a guy on Jet who lived on an island in North Kyoto. And he lived for a long time out there. He really enjoyed it. The problem was that the ferry to and from his house only came once a day to the island. And he had to drive, and it would be snowing, raining, and sunny all on the same island. He said it was quite hard to live in sometimes. I might have been able to walk down this path over here if I had known my way through the pieces of property. This bridge up here, Starbucks was just up there, but I didn't know how to get down here. This is a logistics and transport company, and trash. Reclamation services. If you've never seen one before in another video or on someone else's YouTube, here's a cigarette machine. Cigarette vending machine. Oh. Wholesale trade. Oh, they're doing, looks like metal. Yeah. Wow. A bunch of electronics getting crunched. Probably removing rare earth metals. Oh. This is something else that I've done a video on in the past. This is a rice cleaning machine. So when you get rice, it's in a husk, and the husk has to be removed. And then once the husk is removed, the rice is actually a little brown. So this machine is a rice polisher, and you can choose what amount of polishing you want, and I did a live stream where I did it, so if you've not seen that, make sure to go back and check that out on the channel. I have no idea how that Lexus hatchback is where it is. We've got a motor company. Very clean. I like. If you didn't know, if you're new to streams or you're watching this on replay, I'm actually an engineer by study. So I love electronics and machines. And we are back to tumble. Nathan Smith, hello, hello, good to see you. We're just now finishing off our Cola Starbucks Frappuccino as we walk through some tumble. Wow, cigarette vending machine. I haven't seen one of those since the 70s in Skate Town. Yeah, check it out. It's not one of my greatest videos, but I didn't have time to edit, so I just did it as a live stream. Maybe one day I'll need to go into more detail about how the rice is grown and produced and the whole process. So yes, I know I am walking on the wrong side of the road, but the curb is quite wider on this side than on the other. So tell you what, these paper straws are not it. Not a fan. Here's some more rice fields that have become turned and troweled and terraced. I'm really curious what they're gonna put in here, because this is not the size of like a tumble that is used for rice. Whenever they're using rice, they tend to be more straight, like these ones over here. As we hit the hour-and-a-half mark, again, I want to say arigatou gozaimasu. Hontoni arigatou. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate everybody who's joined in today, left a comment, liked, been part of the conversation. It really does mean a lot, and I really do appreciate it. We're probably going to go for about another 20 minutes here, and then that's going to be it for this walk. So thank you again for joining along. The Find in Japan channel is currently on its way to 500 subs and hopefully 1,000 before the end of the year, so we can get into monetization territory. We need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. So if you enjoy any content from the channel and you consider liking or subscribing if you haven't already, share it with a friend or a group or someplace of people you know, and let's help grow Found in Japan. Yeah, this is drinking through a roll of cardboard. So This right here says that they are a sobaya. I have no idea what this is, but let's go check it out and see, because this might be something. I feel like I'm the slowest version of Grand Theft Auto. Thank you, Houston. I appreciate it. Welcome to today's stream here in the countryside. Okay. So this says that they are open right now. These are pretty interesting. So what you do is you put the grain in and you spin this crank, and what it'll do is the air will push out the different weights of grain. For those who don't know, soba is made from buckwheat. Some people have very severe allergies to buckwheat noodles. So soft cream. Wow. I had no idea this place existed, but I will definitely have to make my way back. This is what's inside that machine. Huh. I will definitely have to talk to my wife and come back here. It's currently lunchtime, so people are showing up. Actually, at our house, we're having curry today as a gift from another family, and I think the curry's all going to be gone by the time I get home. So let's get back on the road. And again, I'm gonna walk on the wrong side. So this here says futusha, so normal cars parking, and this says K, or small shaped cars. So thinner, smaller cars can park here. And we're gonna walk through the field. Excuse me. Because I think we can check out the stream. Is it a grain museum? No, it's actually a place where they make the noodles. They make soba, or buckwheat noodles. So we are now in it. We have made our way back to the tambo. Again, we have lots of things growing. Spinaches. All those white are peas, or mame. The sign up here in front of me says, "Hey, no fishing." Here's another. I just love it every time. Bathtubs. I've never seen this before. There's beehives, actually, which you need. Bees and insects are vital to the production of fruit and produce. So This doggo up here seems very interested in me. Houston, how are you doing? It has been a while. I would assume that each one of these is going to get turned into a rice paddy. Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa. いいえいいえ. So we got tons of stuff, and actually here's a, was it palmetto? And this right here says it is a hachimitsu senmonten. This is a honey shop. Oh yeah, can you guys see that? I can hear them. If we come in, the bees are in the hive. Hey. 可愛いですね。悪いんです。もう人見たら吠えてばっかり。安全？安全？安全？僕怖いの？怖いの？ごめんね。We got more doggos. Konnichiwa. すみません。蜂蜜専門店。ああ。ええ。うん。うん。あ。あ、ええ。すごいですね。これ初めて見ました、日本で。はい、すみません。今ちょっと外国の方に今生そうそうです。そう。文法してまだ多分いると思うんだけど、めったに見れないですよ。養蜂家でもこれが昨日入った蜂で、あんまりこの近くいただいてないから、ニホンミツバチはとてもデリケートな神経質な生き物で、あんまり近づくと逃げます。これは OK です。今日分蜂しました。こっちからライ溜まってるでしょ。もっと。Oh, so can you guys see that? These are Japanese bees. The Japanese population is very down. Like I said earlier, lots of bees, the population down. So they just moved into this hive. Can you see them? So. 東洋ミツバチは西洋ミツバチに比べると、小ぶり、周りは小さいです。リーフレット見ますか？リーフレットが。はい、お願いします。So she said to be careful because the bees will actually get scared. So I'm pretty close to the hive, about a meter away. She said stay away from this one. They're pretty agitated. So すごいです。僕も実家は農業家、それでよく蜂使ってます、アメリカでと。
ミツバチですね。
そうそうそうそう。
枠に入れて。
そうそうそう。
これはね、重箱式といって、日本の重箱ってわかります？おせちより使う。重箱のように重ねていくんですね。で、下にどんどんついでいって、で、巣が伸びてきたら上をカットして蜜を取る。そう。日本ミツバチは農地の影響を受けてかなり減ってるんですね。ネオニコステロイド。今アメリカとかヨーロッパではネオニコステロイドは禁止になってるでしょ。
そうです。
日本は禁止。ちょっと待ってください。
はい。Here's some honeycomb. Nathan, the bee population all over the world has a problem. It's due to pesticides, as well as human interference and just weather. So, bees are actually extremely sensitive. Like a lot of other insectoids, they breathe through their skin. So, gases and other chemicals cause them to die. So, they... アメリカです。全然大丈夫。今朝も自然数を保護してください。そこに出て分蜂してたんで、そこに取り込んで納屋に置いてるんですけど。僕も蜂はすごく大事といつも考えて。蜂がいなくなれば人間は滅びていく。蜂は一番敏感に農薬とか気候とかをなんだろう影響を受けやすいから蜂がいなくなるというのは非常にまずいこと。そうそう。で今日はこれが分蜂したので、ちょっと待ってくださいね。いい。She's using the bees to help them stay populated and to make produce, but at the same time, creating like honey and candles from the wax. She was just talking about how, without bees, humans are in trouble. 木の西洋ミツバチは細い木の枝に分蜂してしまうんだけれども、日本ミツバチは太い木の枝の股っていうのかな。これが今朝。So this morning she retrieved. So 今朝。Can you guys see that on the screen? Let me. Oh, there we go. It's 丸いの形。そう。で、女王蜂がいると丸くなります。で、女王蜂がいなければベタっとした形で、それで判断をする。で、先がこうとんがってくるとどっかに飛び立つ直前。So the round shape of the hive means the queen, the 王女 is inside, and if she's not there, they'll spread out. So that どのぐらい引っ越す？それやったら。2キロ圏内が集落のおじいちゃん。蜂が好きで見に行く。2キロ圏内が一応分蜂する場所と言われているけども、実際は多分1キロ圏内、リスクが高くなるから遠くに飛ぶとそのコロニーが滅びやすくなる。So about 2 kilometers these bees will travel, but usually about 1 kilometer to stay safe. So this is a good place. すごくいい場所ですね。もう安全と花より。被害を最小限に抑えれる。ありがとうございます。めっちゃ面白かったと。僕はもうこの近くに住んでるとちょっと今日いい天気から散歩に行こうかなと。でも今夜から多分雨かな。そうそうそうそう。せっかくお客さん来たから横に写真を撮ります。はい。この箱の間に何匹何個生えてる普通に。こういう巣板これこういう巣板があって3万とか1万匹ぐらい。So about 10,000 bees. So 1000 is 1,000 and 万 is 10,000. So 10,000 bees. すごいですね。お客さん。こんにちは。こういう写真ちょっと撮らせて、せっかくお客さん来た。西洋ミツバチは何の種類を飼ってます？イタリアンとかあるでしょ？何飼ってます？僕は分からないです。おじいさんがいつも。よかった。だってお客さんが写真撮ってて、はい。めっ
ったらお客さん来ない。
はい。
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 この近く？
はい。はい、そうそうそう。本当は、あそこで住んでるけど、今日スターバックスは新しい飲み物あるから、ちょっとドロドロドロ。
いっぱいあるけどね。
そうそうそうそう。
日本には何をしに？
教師です。英語の教師。
中学？
いろんな方、はい、もう18年間、日本。そうそう。
すごく日本語上手。
いやいやいや。
みんなね、ご高齢のおじいちゃんたちはね、外国人を見ると、日本が通じないと思って逃げていく。
ああ。
そうか。
多分外国の方も同じ気持ち。そう時々関西弁もみんなよくわからないからちょっと大変。
茶山台で女の人、アメリカ人かな、多分英語の先生かもか見かけるわ、小柄な女の人で、そこの中学教えてるのかなと思いながらいつもよく自転車で走ってる。
そうすぐそこ小学校があります。
最近英語を教えてるのよね。
そうそう小1からもう始まりました。
その方がいいと思う。日本語だけだったらどことも通じない。おじいちゃんは日本ミツバチが好きで毎日見に来てくれる。
じゃあありがとうございました。Thank you。はい、ありがとうございます。はい、さようなら。おい、Let's get walking。ありがとうございました。So, John Paul, hello. We just got done. I just walked up on a random bee farm where this lady is trying to save and produce the Japanese bee. Yeah. もう。
世界の人にミツバチを保護してもらうように、農薬が広がらないように。
ありがとうございます。
珍しいです。日本人でもあんまり食べることが好き。
いいですか？
どうぞ。でもインスタにアップしてくださ
い。はい。インスタありますか？
私はね、またでも何か名刺かな。
僕は持ってないです今と。
またじゃあ遊びに来て教えてインスタ。
はい、わかりました。子供に教えます。ありがとうございました。すいません。ありがとうございます。So I will definitely put that up. She actually gave me some honey, Japanese. She said that old guy, he actually comes every day to here. So I'm gonna set this down because I don't want to drop this honey. I'm gonna borrow this ledge. Check that out. Michelle's Apiary, raw wildflower honey, Sakaishi, Osaka-fu, Japan. Wow. I will definitely bring my family back and buy some goods from her to say thank you. So, how sweet. Yes, literally. My gimbal is struggling. So we're actually going to have to get the battery pack out real quick because I don't have my unpowered gimbal today. Yeah, a flyer was enough. So, oh no, some of my drink seems to have spilled. But she has a contact phone number, but just talks about the importance of bees and the Nihonbachi or Nihonhashi. Awesome. Again, that's so cute. All right, so here's the test. Will my gimbal charge from my battery pack while we're walking? If not, we'll have to go handheld till we get to a stopping place. Yeah, for sure. Like that's the type of thing I want to show. Is just she said, you know, that old guy, I can actually hear him from here. He just shows up. He doesn't buy anything, but he just shows up, and maybe I'll have to do a video with her and actually talk about the bees. That might be cool. So we're actually at the backside of Sakurai Jinja. I walked here around New Year's. If you have not seen that live stream, Sakurai Jinja is very special because the kanji are very rare. Sakurai Jinja is the same kanji as used for Sakurai-kun, one of the main members from Arashi, but it is a very nice shrine. It holds the enshrinement to some former emperors. So I came here, yes, on New Year's. And they have one of the city's Portuguese boat. So this says here, Japanese treasure, Sakurai Jinja. And when I came, there was music and everything and charms. I will have to come back another time as we are getting close to the 2-hour mark. And it's getting into the afternoon, pretty late here. For all of you that have joined and watched this far, I really do appreciate it. So we found a lady who makes honey, gave us a free sample, which is awesome. Also, we found a place that makes soba. Which is awesome. And up here, I'm seeing a flag of some place I've never seen before, which is awesome. So we're still pretty close. So even the bees that she has might be making their. You must get your curry. I'm pretty sure the curry is gone. My son is gigantic. Oh, asparagus that they've let grow too long. Does anybody want cherry blossoms on the river? It's always my pleasure to watch people talking to themselves walking around in Japan. Oh, yeah. So this here says Teitsukuri miso. So they're going to make miso and warabi mochi from hand. So today's lunch is limited to 10 for 500 yen, but they have warabi mochi, ice. すごいや。こんにちは。So it says they are open right now. All right, another place to come back to. So. Today has been awesome. I did not think would find so much stuff in such a little area, and yeah, that was just cool. More beautiful flowers. What we're going to do is make our way across, and I know where I am now, so well, if someone was watching us, watching them, feeling like that would be too many layers of weirdness. I was just thinking about the Japanese ladies I watch on YouTube, and they call themselves strange women because they talk to themselves. I have definitely gotten some strange looks. You know, she was really happy to have somebody to talk to, and I'm really happy I could learn from her something. I had no idea there were so many bees. That's kind of crazy. Nuts. Let's stay off of this road because I'm pretty sure I could almost get hit. Sometimes I walk around talking to myself. I should hold up my mobile so it looks like I'm making a video. That might do it. That might just do it. This water is super clear. That's how you can tell it's moving. The bee lady was so nice. You need to go back there. Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna talk to my wife about it. Oh, sorry. Mid-sentence, ADHD. Turtle! Can you see him? It's a little hard. She should definitely get a Instagram page going and take pictures of the bees and, you know, let people know what she's producing and get involved with some elementary schools to have them come and look at the bees. That would be really good. I don't know if you've noticed it, but I've gone on some trips, like my snow trip to North Kyoto, and we actually left from this Lawson's. I don't like Lawson's, but the family that we go on trips with, they like Lawson's. So I tend to we tend to meet up a lot at that Lawson's. This is also something you got to get used to in Japan. There are not trash receptacles, especially when we're out near people's houses. So you just got to carry your trash. I am actually going to catch a bus up here. I was checking on my phone. It should be coming very soon. Thank you very much for joining me on this epic walk around, looking at sakura and farms and flowers and finding shops and bee ladies and all that kind of fun stuff. I really do appreciate it. If you like, subscribe, can leave a comment. All of those things help. Share it to a friend who you might think likes this content. YouTube is going to find another video for you right here, and I hope to find you in another video for things found in Japan. Mata ne. Bye bye. Boop.